Kono Gumi wa grandma sponsor no Tokyo de okurisimasu.
Do you think that's kind of messed up to like have bad things happen and then the first thing you think is, I can tell my chat about this?
I think our brains are broken.
I think most people... Okay, I actually did have something, not like bad, but it was kind of embarrassing happen recently. Can I talk about my period?
Sure.
So, I met up with a friend just like a couple days ago. We're gonna have a lunch. And this was an internet friend, so I've never met her before. But we've talked a lot.
Okay.
So I met her for the first time, like face to face, because she was visiting or something.
That's terrifying.
I know. And oh my gosh, she was so pretty and beautiful and female. And we were having a great time. So I sat up and I said, oh, I'm gonna go wash my hands before I eat. I went to the bathroom and it just felt like a placenta dropped from my vagina.
Right.
Like, you know, when you have your period, you kind of like feel it, something coming out.
Yes.
But that was the first time I've ever had like
a chunk,
like a huge chunk. It was like, oh my god, and it wasn't stopping. And I didn't get my bag or anything because I was just gonna wash my hands. So I went to the stall to take a look, and like my entire pad was drenched. It was so bloody. I was like, and it wasn't stopping. Like I was like, oh my gosh, it's not stopping. So I like sat there on the toilet for like 5 minutes, to wait for it to stop, and then I took a lot of toilet paper, stuffed it in my pants, went back, and I said, I'm so sorry. I have to like change my pad, and I forgot the pad. But I was in there for quite a long time, so she was like, "Oh my god, yeah, don't worry. Like I get it. Like you're like period trouble, you know." And I was like, "Yeah, thank God she was a beautiful girl." So I went back to the toilet with my pads, but my pads were super small. I don't really have like a big flow usually, but that day was so big. It was so big. I think it was the biggest flow I've ever had in my life. I think I was really excited.
Dying.
Yeah, I was like freaking out a bit. I really was like, what's happening? Like I never have a flow this big. So I had to use 2 pads and make like a big one. Yeah, and then like, oh my god, I felt so bad because like my blood was like dripping everywhere in the stall. It looked like a murder scene. I tried to clean it up, but like it would dry really fast. So like I just like, you know, when you wipe blood, it sometimes like dries and it just looks like dry smudge blood. And I was all over the toilet. I was freaking out. I cleaned up with water and stuff. Like I was cleaning the bathroom floor. Like people thought I was the janitor or something.
Did you use like the toilet water? How did you clean it up?
Oh no, I just used like the toilet paper and dipped it in like the where you wash your hands. You just wet it a bit. Thank God nobody was in the toilet. Like in the
okay. I was like, I would not be able to leave the stall. I would just, you know.
Oh, I did it like after I figured myself out. Like yeah, like I had to do that, and then I realized that it leaked onto my jeans.
No, I was gonna say, did it get on your clothes?
Yeah, it did. So like I went outside. Like I went to, you know, where there is a mirror when you usually wash your hands. So I checked. I turned around and I checked if you could see like if there's blood on my pants, and you could. And I was like, oh no, like you know how jeans are very thick.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, so
but they
went
soak
through
up everything. They fucking
That is true. Yeah,
it's terrible.
It was like, so I quickly went back and sat down, and I was like, I have period blood on my pants, and she's like, oh my gosh, oh no, what do we do? So I called my roommate. Thank God that like the place was kind of near where we lived, sort of. I called my roommate, and I was like, can you please bring me like an extra pair of pants, because like I got period blood all over my pants. And my roommate was like, you're so stupid. And I was like, no.
You don't understand.
You know, this was the biggest flow I've ever got. I think I was just really excited that I was meeting a cute girl or something, because I could not stop.
Does that affect the period? Like, does it make it more dramatic when I
guess so.
Or maybe it was like maybe it wasn't excitement. Maybe it was like, I don't know, nerves. Like
maybe
it was trying to. Your period was trying to get you out of an awkward situation. You know.
Well, it made it even more awkward. Yeah, like first time meeting my friend and being like, "Oh, I have period on my pants," and she was like, "Oh no, you need me to buy you a pad?" And I was like, "No, I made one."
I made one.
Yeah, and my roommate actually came, so my friend ended up meeting my roommate, and she got me like this really long black ugly skirt that didn't match my outfit at all.
Oh no!
And I looked like Medusa.
Look, like, she was trying, you know, black is trying to help you out.
Yeah. She picked it because it was black, so I was like, okay. And yeah, that was like, and when I thought about it, I was like, I'm gonna save this one for a Zatsudan. While I was cleaning my vagina, I was like, I'm going to save this talk for a Zatsudan. So yeah, I'm messed up. I need to go to therapy.